结局。好，声音小一点。好，这什么？手指。Window。好。开始有这个东西，虽然说录进去声音会很吵，但是不好意思，有点太饿了。好，今天呢，我们要来玩的是叫做 Tangle Tower。Tangle Tower 这个我在夏特的时候看到，然后应该说之前就有加入那个愿望清单，然后。这次夏特特价，那就把它买回来。好，那我们稍微等一下，就来开始。这款游戏的绘画风格我是算蛮喜欢的啦，所以应该会慢慢出，就连载一些。哦，有双萤幕又坏了，双萤幕又坏了，双萤幕坏很干欸。好吧，我。手机看。好，直接开始吧。哦，好。连结塔，下午。哦，我还蛮喜欢这种打字机的。湖边。哦，他应该是要我去按那个女生。
You ready, Sally?
哦，这个女生叫 Sally。你好了吗 ，Sally？
Grimore, I've been standing here for 7.5 minutes.
我叫 Grimore。等我们很久了。
Just checking.
Do you have the map?
用地图啊？
Yeah, but it's basically
我靠，
blank.
左下角是地图，是不是？好。
Did you read the case file? What do you think?
I'm not sure yet. It's really not a lot to
然
go
后有
on.
案件的那个原本案件的内容。不好意思，让我快点吃完。我有卖静音的。 好，回来了，还不确定，没有什么太多讯息。
Did you read it?
卷宗
Yeah, I'll read it on the way to the crime scene.
，OK。好，案件受害者 Freya Fellow， 19岁，在为 Flora Fellow 画画像的时候被杀身亡。他们同姓所以应该是可能19画58，可能是爷爷或是爸爸。然后 Flora 在现场。被发现时仰面倒地，胸口一处刺伤。现场没有任何凶器，但是 Freya 未画完主人公手持一把刀，刀尖上红色并不是颜料，而被证实是血。所以他这样画，然后他是在画，他是在画一个模特，模特是这个吧？不是，这是死者。然后应该他是说模特在现场。这样子，好，没有难懂。Freya， OK， 地图呢 ？OK， 我们要想办法进去。好 ，OK， 都看完了。
So, who do you think did it?
Sally, you know full well we haven't met a single suspect yet.
我们根本还没见到谁，大家啊，我们一位嫌疑人都还没看过，你就在说要我猜是谁？
We haven't even been to the crime
我
scene.
甚至根本没进去
Still, I reckon I've got it all worked out.
哎呦，哦，我觉得我都已经弄明白了。哦，这么跳是不是？好，
It's a bird bath.
小鸟浴
Is
盆
that just rainwater? Looks a little weird.
The birds seem to like it.
They're even singing a little tune.
唱歌。
Doot, 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 doot.
Please don't do that.
我们看看还有什么？
It's the little boat we used to cross the lake. It's the only way on or off
What a comforting thought.
哈哈，
mountains.
Nope, they're too steep and too smooth to be mountains. They're more like cliffs.
Whatever they are, they go all the way around the lake, like a barrier.
所以这个地方感觉起来被什么屏障类的东西给就是关起来了，一个结界的感觉。
It's just an archway, but it seems a little ominous. Like walking through it might give you bad luck.
Too late.
哼，
Do you think anybody's watching us from one of those windows?
Maybe. Let's wave just in case.
Do you think anybody's
Maybe. Let's wave just in case.
那我们就应该就直接这个了吧？
It's a garden, I think. It's currently far away.
We could walk closer.
Ready when you are.
哦，所以我们要用地图的这个来去走到下一个。好，花园有这个竖琴，然后有这是什么绳子？
It's quiet.
Mm-hmm.
You're supposed to say, too quiet?
It's not. It's an appropriate amount of quiet.
对，有时候这种安静还蛮爽。来，这里有奇怪的湖，
It's full of the same weird water that was in the lake.
Any fish in there?
Not a single one. Although there is something in there.
有什么东西在里面哦？
It's a cassette tape.
哎呦，
Or it used to be.
损坏的磁带无法辨识。OK， 好，这个呢？
It's full of the same weird
Any
water.
fish in
Although
there? Or it used to
也
be.
是这个。那这个呢？
it's a statue of some hideous, scaly, bipedal fish monster.
双足鱼怪的雕像，
Playing a harp.
在弹竖
Playing
琴
a，harp.
竖琴叫 harp。
Hang on a second.
仔细看看，哎呦，看起来要解谜哦。
Isn't just a regular statue, is it?
Something tells me we're not gonna solve this just yet.
好，所以我们要解开说，要用就是从上到下各自是什么，有4个。
Let's come back later.
哦，要解
It
谜。
must do something.
You'd hope so, wouldn't you?
弹竖琴的雕像，然后有 4个符号，好。蛋。
It's a stone carving.
I think it's supposed to look like it's an egg. Spooky. What do you think it's for?
I think it's to scare away detectives.
Is it working?
No.
哈哈，死人家嘴硬啊！
What animal is that?
Hawk, bear, lizard.
英雄蜥蜴。
Right, of course.
好吧，看起来很明显哦。
A hawk bear lizard.
是一个英雄蜥蜴。哎呦，好像吗？
It's quiet.
Mm-hmm. It's not an appropriate map.
That must be Tangle Tower.
那个就是残解塔喽。还有什么要看？这个。
This is some
Do
garden.
the plants all look a little
觉
strange to you?
得你不觉得所有的植物都有点奇怪吗？我可能要抓一下这个讲话念的节奏，稍微抓一下。
This is some garden.
Do the plants all look a little strange?
感觉没了东西嘞。OK， 下一步，哇，好可爱哦！主入口，哎呦，少了一个 O。
Oh,
Oh,
What?
oh, there's an O on the floor.
Oh yeah. Tangle Tour.
Tangle Tour。
Twir. Oh,
What?
oh,
Tangle.
twir.
我们不能把它拿起来吗？我们看一下风铃。
Little bird feeders.
哦，不是，它是小鸟喂食器。
How do you know they're for birds?
你怎么知道是喂鸟的？
Do you think he'll start to move if we try to go inside?
如果我们试着走进去，你觉得它会开始动吗？
No, I think he'll just silently judge us.
我觉得它只会静静的评价我们。哦，这
Is that an envelope?
哎，有一个信封哎，
It's been opened, but the letter's still in there.
被打开了，但是信还是在里面。
Let's read it.
看一看
Isn't
吧，
that an invasion of someone's privacy?
这样不会侵犯别人的隐私吗？
No, definitely.
哦，当然会啊。给我们看，新闻已经被撕开了，正确的组合画在另一张纸上。你记住以后毁掉它。我不同意你的观点，你不会在下面找到它的。所以另外一张纸可以找到刚刚塑形的解答。他们没有反应吗？好吧。
Should we ring the doorbell?
我们要不要按门铃啊？
Why would we not?
那我们为什么不按啊？
It's a little melody.
这是一个小旋律耶。再一次，
Should we ring the
Why would we not?
噔噔噔噔噔噔噔噔。
It's a little melody.
好，
Don't think it's locked.
Oh, that means we can just walk straight in, right?
代表我们可以直接进去，对不对？
I'm pretty sure that's the rule, yeah.
没错，我觉得应该就是这个意思。哦，我们先不要直接进去，我们去旁边
Let's
看一
head to
看
the。crime scene first. It's at the top of the west tower, I think.
哦，好吧。大厅，左边是 F， 右边是 P 哦。
A big letter F.
F， 可它有一个这样我觉得长这样子应该不是 F， 这个应该是类似高音谱记号，然后 P 是低音谱记号。
Of course. Who doesn't hang a giant banner of their initial in the lobby of their mansion?
我看到 F 跟 P 的组成，我第一个想到的是这个啦。尤其刚刚又在那边用什么竖琴，又有音乐的，我觉得应该是跟那个五线谱的记号有关啊。
It's not locked. Now it's a big glass tube filled with water.
是一个大玻璃管子，装满了水，
There are weeds in there. And sand.
里面有水草跟沙
It's
子
an。aquarium?
水族
Could
箱
be,
哦，
except there's nothing living in it
但是里面什么都没有养哦，
anymore.
至少现在，搞不好之后我们会被丢进来。
What is that?
感觉像族谱吧，
I think it's a family tree.
仔细看看。哦，我们这次找的是这个吧 ，Floor Fellow 吧，这个。所以左半边都是 F 家族，真的是 F 字首啦 ，F 家族的，右边是 P 家族的，我想太多。然后死的是这个 Freya Fellow， 死的是这个，然后他在帮他的是爸爸吧，爷爷画这个，那右边是不知道谁。然后两个家族的联姻生出了 Flora Fellow， 这样子，感觉就是 Flora Fellow 干的。他这个不会存起来。
This one has a big P.
大 P。
That's probably important.
How very perceptive of you.
哦，他们在讲冷笑话啦，但翻成中文听不太懂。
What is
I
that?
think it's a family tree. Richard Remington.
The one and only. Freya Fellow.
The murder victim.
She's barely related to the main family at all.
哦，他是旁系的。
Lord Fellow.
Looks like he was married twice.
Scandal.
诶
Fiona Fellow.
Fiona Fellow，
Dead center. She must be important.
他一定很重
She's
要
half。Fellow and half Remington.
Do you think she still lives here?
Lord Remington.
He sounds important. Lady Fellow.
Do these people not have first names?
Flint Fellow.
A purebred fellow, if there ever was one. Married a randomer, though.
Do you think he still lives here? Felix Fellow. Looks like he married his way into the Remington family.
Do you think he still lives here?
还有什么名字很重要啊
Lord Pointer.
？Lord Pointer。
This goes back a couple of generations.
诶，那我们案件的那个叫什么名字啊？案件叫 Flora Fellow。
Finally.
It's not that spooky.
Don't ruin this.
What is
I
that?
think it's a family tree.
Flora 是谁？哦，他是 Fiona 哎，所以是这个人哎，他是在帮他画哎。
Flora Remington.
I think she's mentioned in our case file.
哎呦，
Fiona Fellow. Dead center.
She's half Fellow and half Remington.
Do you think she still lives here?
对啊，他是 Flora 啊，我应该是叫做 Flora 才对，但是他不知道为什么从 Remington 变成了 Fellow。好，不看。
A door.
Oh, what's behind it?
A room.
哎，他第二句犯错。
Stairs.
Stairs.
好，我们先想办法去顶楼吧。Flora 的塔，哦，本人呢？
Let's take a look at that painting first.
干，他本人在旁边，你也不打个招呼。
There it is. The unfinished portrait of Flora Fellow.
Flora Fellow 的未完成的画，
So, what? Freya was killed halfway through painting it.
是他画到一半的时候被干掉的，
Looks that way.
看起来是这样。挥舞一把刀子的样子，刀尖上红色物质被证明是血。OK，
I wonder if all of Freya's paintings are this creepy. Maybe it's just because she never got to finish it.
There's something wrong with the crime scene. And something really weird about the murder weapon.
We didn't find a murder weapon.
这是什么？ OK， 这是被杀的方式有点奇怪。Flora Fellow 红色颜料有这个，我还没检查他就要那个什么东西？他拿着一把刀，刀尖上有血，因为，但是从现场被拿走了。这样。
Flora's portrait is holding a knife dipped with blood, but it was removed from the scene. Almost. Maybe just change one thing.
哦，这个颜色看起来很像那个画笔备用，拿着。这样吗？
A paintbrush was used to kill Freya Fellow, but it was removed from the scene. Now,
这幅画和 Freya 的受害有没有关系？它被用来，他拿着一把刀，刀尖上有血。但是从现场被拿走，这样子吧。
Flora Fellow is holding a knife dipped with blood, but it was removed from the scene. That's not right.
刀上的有血，有没有可能意味着调色盘血被藏在里面？调色盘。我还没那个血完全覆盖着红色颜料，吃掉是什么啊？我想一下哦。应该是这个吧。他拿着一把刀，刀尖上有血，因为他刺中了 Freya。
Flora Fellow is holding a knife dipped with blood because it stabbed Freya. Almost. Maybe just change one thing.
因为但是 Freya 把他偷走了。
Flora Fellow is holding a knife dipped.
干，我感觉好像在硬 A
Freya stole it. That's not right either.
我看，哦，所以他错哦，肖像他拿着一把刀，但
Flora's portrait is holding a knife dipped with blood because it stabbed Freya.
What?
Weird, huh?
You think Freya was stabbed by a painting?
我跟你讲，所以呢，这刚刚的那个桥段其实没有要要让你去脑补什么东西，你就是把目前看到的东西讲出来而已。好，我懂了。
Not by the woman from the painting, but by the painting itself.
Mm-hmm. Freya was standing right up by the canvas when she was killed. There's blood on the knife. It's the murder weapon.
Right, but it's not actually a knife. It can't stab.
See any other knives around here? Case closed.
The case is not closed. And even if you were right, where does that leave us? A painting can't be a murder suspect.
一幅画不可能当做杀人凶手的啦。一幅未完的画作，继续。反正就是这个男的，就是说，哦，因为它上面有写，所以呢是这个画杀了啊，结案。不然跟我笑。好，我们来调查一下。
Is that an egg? An egg with bird feet.
It's also covered in gemstones. What a completely ordinary object.
哦，真是太普通了吧，这个物件。哦
I think it's a container for something.
放东西的容器哦。
Those gems look like they come off.
交换宝石的位置，哦，应该是两个要一样吧，就一起的这样子。对啊。
Nope.
Did you check the clue on the back of the egg? I'm pretty sure it explains where to put each of the gemstones.
有。诶。好。哈哈哈。哦，大的三角跟。
It's some kind of clue about where to put.
三角圆，三角圆，好，这两个，再来是一个这样子的，正方跟圆。哦，再来是一个这样子的，这是三角跟菱形，三角跟菱形，好。 最后是还有两个这样子的，星星跟菱形，可以讲星星，OK， 最后是，是不是结束了？还有这个长的，两个都是星星，好。
I guess that's wrong.
What's the deal with those lines? Must mean something.
啊，我没错吧？看看哦，不是这样吗？哦，短的是这个，这样啊。
No, that was it.
Nice work. Did it unlock? What's in there?
里面有什么？
Nothing.
什么都没有。
Nothing.
Well, I'm not leaving without a clue. An empty egg's a clue, right?
OK， 我们打开，什么都没有。OK。然后。
Is that a gramophone?
留声
I
机。
think so. Except it's got a tape deck instead of a turntable.
哦，它是放磁带的，
It's
是不是
also got a big crack down the middle.
哦，它是放磁带的哦。
What about the cassette tape?
Yeah, it sure is. Pink.
Pink。哦，裂掉的磁带给 Freya 的磁带，
Do you
也
think
裂
it
开
still
了，
works?
还可以
The
用吗？
gramophone?
试试看啊。
Yeah, we could give it a go.
放看。
It's piano music.
哎呦，这个声音很好啊，请这边这个好了。什么鬼声音？
Weird.
It's someone humming a tune.
走到户外，哼着跑调的舞曲。好 ，OK， 看一下。
Supposedly, Freya was working on the painting when she was killed. Looks like she was still holding her paintbrush and palette when she fell.
看起来倒下的时候还拿着画笔跟颜料盘哦。
Didn't even get a chance to clean her brush.
甚至都还没来得及清洗哦。
Freya's painting supplies.
哎呦，黄蓝黑白都列了，那怎么没写哦？
Supposedly, Freya
Didn't even get a chance to clean her brush.
There it is, the unfinished portrait.
So, what? Freya was killed halfway through painting it.
Looks that way.
好，那我们来问他了。哦，长超怪的。
Flora, fellow.
Flora fellow。哦。
Hey, sorry to barge in. I'm
不好意思
sure
打
you're
扰
still
了。
in some distress.
We need to ask you a few questions, I'm afraid.
Did you witness the murder, Flora?
你目睹了这个谋杀吗？他不理你。
Nothing.
Nothing.
What do we do?
Not sure. She's entitled to her silence, I suppose.
他有
For
权保
now.
持沉默。想干嘛？
Flora, fellow.
哦，这是，好，我们按第二。
Is there anything you'd like to tell us, Flora? I don't really know anything about you at all.
I think that's the way she likes it.
他喜欢这样不讲话。
We'll just have to ask other people about her.
Yeah, okay.
昨天
Freya was painting your portrait yesterday. Is that right?
他都一样的动作哎。
Was this something you had planned with her ahead of time?
Was
Yeah,
there
hard to-
something special about yesterday?
Did you talk to Freya at all while she was painting you?
She's not going to answer us, is she?
Nope.
他根本就
But
不会
at
理
least we
你。
can say we tried.
至少我们踹过了啊。好，我们陈述一下。
Flora, you were definitely in the room at the time of the murder. Surely you must have seen something?
你一定看到什么
Can
了
you
吧？
tell me anything about what
可
happened
以
to
跟我
Freya?
们讲有关 Freya 吗？
She's acting pretty suspicious if you ask me.
I don't know. Maybe she really doesn't know anything.
How is that possible?
这怎么可能？他什么都不知道啊！好，现在还锁住，要想办法去其他地方找到。哦，眼睛，
We're at the top of the tower, right?
我们在塔顶了吧？
I think so. Why?
为什么要这样问？
Doesn't matter. It's nothing.
没事儿。好，我们去其他地方吧。接下来就我们一间一间看吧。好，先看工作室。哦，我们先找他讲话。
Sir?
Sir，
Can you hear me? I'm Private Detective Grimoire. I have some questions for you.
Grimoire. Good
Grimoire.
mysterious name. I'd rather like
怪老爷。
Felix Fellow at your
哦，他是
beck and
Felix Fellow。
call.
And, this is my colleague, Sally.
Yeah, that's a perfectly good name as well.
Thanks.
If you would, Mr. Fellow, we really need to ask you about the murder.
I must say I'm rather jealous of you two.
Oh yeah? Why's that?
Out here solving mysteries, exploring new places, uncovering secret rooms, hidden treasures. That's what life is all about.
Secret rooms?
Generally speaking, you know, that sort of thing.
所以可能不想，他不可能无意间透露，就是他们家可能也有密室。
So, Felix, what exactly do you
Felix， 你是做什么的
Is it not obvious? I'm an explorer.
我是一个探险家
Explorer
跟寻宝猎人
Yes, well,
世界级的
that's the world.
We're talking like cursed statues.
你是说被诅咒的雕像
It's a
吗？
little more sophisticated than that.
哦，还要再复杂一点
I've
点哦。
certainly seen my share of danger, if that's what you're asking.
And
我现在也
if I may ask, when
那
did
你
you
你
retire?
哪时候退休啊？
Listen here.
我暂时
I
没有
may
去
be
冒险
between
哦，
ventures right now, but it's simply not in
是
my
因为我
nature
不
to
喜欢
stay in
在一个地
one
方待太
place for
久
too long.
我有点听不太懂他在
I
讲。
go wherever the winds of
命
destiny
运之风带我到哪里，我就去
Don't
哪
you
里。
live here with your wife and daughter?
Yes, well, the fellow family has certain
哦
loyalties. and
对了，他入赘进来的啦，
which
他入赘进
is-
来的。
Nothing wrong with raising a family, Mr. Fellow.
Don't misunderstand me. Fiona and Flora are my entire world. They are the greatest treasure of all.
Uh-huh.
我觉得女主角 Sally 蛮可爱的。
Why on earth?
你们为什么想知道那
know
个啊
about that?
The murder of Freya Fellow. The reason we're here?
Ah, right. Nasty.
悲剧很不幸啊。
Very unfortunate. I regret that I can't be of any help, but I wish you all the best in your investigation.
那就
Hear
是
that, Grimoire? We're done here. Let's go.
It's a simple question, Felix. I'm sure you're up to it.
Well, there's not much to tell. Mostly, I was in my room by myself, working on Flora's, working on a project.
Your room is quite close to Flora's tower. You didn't hear anything unusual?
What qualifies as unusual?
What have you got?
Sally 的声音我很喜欢，尤其是我用耳机在听的时候，很喜
It
欢。
was dusk.
Ayo.
A feeling lingered in the air. Malevolent, perhaps. Uncertain, as life itself.
Abridged version, please.
Right. Fine. I heard someone heading down the stairs, just outside my room. The footsteps were calm, orderly, so I thought nothing of it. Shortly afterward, I heard a second set of footsteps, going the same way. This time I could tell just from the sound that something was wrong. So I looked out into the hallway. I got a glimpse of Poppy disappearing down the staircase to the floor below. Didn't know what to make of it, to be honest. I thought perhaps she'd had a disagreement with Fitz, as I know those two are close. So I looked into his room, just in case, but it was empty, as was the garden beyond his window. Back in the hallway, I bumped into a very concerned-looking Penelope. She was heading up Fellow Tower to find Professor Pointer, so I escorted her. We went into Flora's room. Poor Freya was laying on the floor. Fiona, Poppy, Fitz, and Pointer were there already. Flora, too, of course. Soon enough, everyone else made their excuses and left.
Including you?
Not I. I stayed. Flora needed me.
OK， 反正简单来讲就是他自己待在自己房间里面，然后，他听到了2次的脚步声，都是从 Flora 的那个塔顶下来的。结果第2次的时候，他就去看到一个人 ，Poppy 吧，然后呢 ，Poppy 走掉，他觉得怪怪，然后他就去稍微检查一下房间，就回来之后看到另外一个女的跟他一起走回来。然后他们一起上去这样子，所以也有可能第一个走的就是最后他遇到的那一个，有可能。
A little hand-painted statue.
How can you tell it's hand painted?
Well, the paints are right there on the desk. Also, I mean, no offense, but you can just tell.
哎呦，它有黄色、蓝色、黑色、白色，但是它没有红色，但是它上面涂了红色。
Nice. A real treasure chest.
How do you know there's treasure in there?
Why else would it be locked? Plus, there's a treasure map hanging directly above it.
它这上面挂一个宝藏图。好，
What's the deal with that painting on the front?
Not sure. We should check that treasure map too.
好。哦，好，我们要的是龙、叉叉跟山那个山。 然后我们要找出是，哪个方位，然后，我想一下哦，龙跟山，这样吧，龙山，或是这个，可是是哪一个？ 所以龙山，然后正前方有一个小树的，所以应该是龙山正前方有个小树，不对，龙山正前方有个小树，其实有可能是这个，但是树有点太近了。我看一下哦，山在龙的前面，就是我们是叉叉龙山，再来是一个小树，所以是。 叉叉龙山再来是个小树，所以是这个嘛？应该是它没错，所以是 H6W 这样是吗 ？H6，然后 W 这样。
That's done it.
哦，天才
Neat.
太神了吧我！密室逃脱。
What was in the box?
看多了这种东西很简单。
More wooden models.
更多的木质
These
模
are a
型
little different to the one on the desk.
但跟桌上那个不太一样。哦，哎呦，这个是 Fellow 吧？啊，这是 Flora 吧？这个应该他自己吧？这是鸡，然后红色还特别保存在这里面。 诶，所以红色是他自己吗
A map with a dotted line.
That's a very boring way to describe a treasure map.
Puffer fish?
Pufferfish.
Yes. It's also a lamp, for some reason. It's a magic lamp. Can we summon the genie?
Genie.
If we get really stuck, sure.
好，我们再去问他。不行给他看这个。
Ah, you found it. What do you think, huh? I had to rush the final touches a little bit. It turned out all right, though.
What's it supposed to be?
It's Flora, of course, surrounded by all her favorite people.
哦，所以他非常喜欢那个叫什么名字 ？Freya， 他喜欢 Freya， 然后一个男生，一个鸡。
I've been carving for a couple of years now. I was hopeless when I started, but it didn't take me long to master it, as you can see.
Do you paint them yourself too?
I do indeed. Freya kindly taught me the basics. Nowadays, I can make just about anything I can imagine. Of course, this particular model is a self-portrait based on hard fact.
Hard fact, huh? So, you own a sword, Felix?
抓到
I own a great many.
但剑现在不
But my
见了。
weapons are stored well away from Tangle Tower. Safety first and all that.
所以他说他的武器都藏在那个塔里面。 我们上去给他问问看，给他看一些人。Freya。
Were you close with Freya? How are you two related? Did you kill Freya?
Grimoire.
What? I don't even think she's listening.
Oh, she's listening.
给他看这个好了。
We met Felix, your husband.
哦，那她丈夫啦。
He's one of our suspects, and he seems pretty suspicious if you ask me. So, if you want to stick up for him, now's your chance.
我以为她是她女儿诶，原来是她丈夫
Nice
哦。
try.
好。没关系，我们先把现有的先问一问。
Dearest Flora, a remarkable woman.
哦，结婚已经20多
Been
年。
married over 20 years now.
You two still get on?
Of course. What a question.
She hasn't gone quiet on you.
It's true she has an independent streak. She's had it her whole life. She's the youngest of 3. Always something of a lone wolf, you know? Just the way she is.
Lone wolf is putting it lightly. She doesn't seem to
她好不想
want to
跟任何人
talk
讲
to
话欸。
anyone.
She just likes time to herself, away from the company of other humans.
Other humans?
Well, yes, other people, you know.
所以我们要带那个鸡给他。
Uncommonly skilled as an artist, but Freya was so much more than her talent. She helped me get started with my own painting, you know. It taught me what she knew about wood carving, too. Tremendous patience. She was ever so good with dear Flora.
Freya and Flora were close?
Oh, yes, especially recently.
How are you related to Freya?
Somewhat distantly, as it happens. My father, Lord Fellow, was her grandfather. Technically, that makes her a fellow.
Oh.
Let's just say there was some discussion over whether she ought to carry the name at all. There's a family tree in the Grand Hall. You should take a look at it.
What about her inheritance?
Freya's parents died when she was around 3 years old. She came to live here shortly afterwards.
Nobody left her a thing?
I'm afraid not. She had no formal claim
Oh, it's
over anything
分家的。
at Tangle Tower.
分家的很惨。要问他自己啊，算了，我们换个地方吧，看看有没有别人。第二个 ，Freya 的房间哦，这个很红呢。
A painting is really something.
Why would you want it looming over your bed like that?
Maybe Freya enjoyed the atmosphere it creates.
The atmosphere of chaos and oppression?
对，你看，你这红红的，然后又有一堆怪怪的
Hang
东
on.
西。
There's a smaller version down by the floor.
It's a photograph.
哦，它是拍到的耶，旁边有一些黑色墨水线哦，所以他是拍到一张这个，然后他想要把它复制画出来这样。
Drawings taped up on the wall.
What's that one on the left?
Looks like 2 people standing together in a garden. One of them's holding a red rose.
哎呦，这应该是那个 Puppy 啊。刚刚一个男的站在一个女人旁边，这个感觉是他刚刚刻的那个，就是Flora 喜欢的其中一个人，感觉很像，身体大大的。Fifi Hawkshaw。
A pillow with a paw print pattern.
It's a cushion.
Cushion.
Yeah, but that doesn't alliterate. It's a little glass box.
I think it's a vivarium.
Come again?
See the leaves and twigs in there? Might have been for keeping insects.
Not the kind of lamp I choose for my bedroom, but fair enough.
It's cool. Looks like old mining equipment or something.
哦，红灯。
Freya's plants. They must not need sunlight?
Freya's
熊熊
bear.
Looks pretty depressed.
He's had a rough couple of days.
鱼。
It's a fish, I think.
I think it looks more like a whale.
哦，它有
Fine,
喷
it's a
水，
whale.
Could also be a shark.
因为金鱼它的尾巴不会是长这样。
Brushes, pencils.
They're clean, but they look pretty well used.
这个这样子
Do you think this was always supposed to be a bedroom?
I don't know. It is kind of a weird shape.
No windows either.
它应该是隔了，我就隔一个给它的。
Just little trinkets.
Let's leave them alone.
Do you think this was
I don't
no
know.
windows either? Freya's plants. They must not be. It's a little wooden box.
To the casual observer, maybe.
哦，又有解
They're
谜，
not real paintbrushes.
他们是拼图。
Looks like they're part of some kind of lock mechanism.
拼起来。哎，没有满哦。哟，我看看，只有这样哦。那它是怎样？哦，它是左到右依序的，所以，哎呀，我看看，这个其实不是这样，这应该很明显吧？这样，然后。这样，对对对，哎呦，这看起来很合理哦。哎呦，拼图拼起来！哦，拜托，一定就是这样。然后嘞，看一下，问号问号问号问号问号，绿色问号蓝色。所以这个的意思是说，蓝色跟绿色中间要有一个，正中间放这个，然后第4个放它，然后第3个放蓝色，这样，这个放绿色，这样。
Nothing.
Did you find a hint on those scraps of paper? It looks like a ripped up jigsaw.
最左边要橘色嘛。 哦，它有粗度是不是？哦，由小到粗是不是？这样。中间必须是三角加粉色，这个是对的啊，这2个都是对的。然后。 这个要这2个其中一个，但是因为哦，一个人这样，这样，然后 宽到细嘛，宽细这样。
That was incorrect.
Each brush has various characters. The information we need is on the page.
好，我看一下哦，最上面应该是指这个宽度啊，宽度就这样，这样也可以。然后宽度这样，蓝绿，然后这是红嘛，橘。
Still locked.
So there's a couple of brushes with each character.
看看哦。我这个是对的吧？看一下哦。反正这个是蓝，这个是蓝色，就是这两个其中一个。然后，其实我不太知道这个是什么意思这是1、2、3是什么意思？矮到高吗？那就矮。高这样，这样，这样，可绿色就是这么高啊！这个还要，这要这个，这样。不可能，绿色一定是这个，这样。
There we go.
哇，居然过了！
Perfect.
其实我不知道最上面那个是什么意思还是同颜色矮到高啊？
Just a photograph.
就一张照片
Most of a
一
photograph.
张照片大部分。哎呦！应该是3个人的妹子哦，其中一个人被撕掉了。这个应该是 Freya 吧？这不知道是谁。好
Painting supplies.
好，弄完就可以来闪了。好，下一个，下面一位图书馆哦。哦，这就是刚刚画面上的那个人。我们先。它有很多
A book, Fundamental Entomology.
昆虫学。
I guess somebody dropped it. It's an illustrated book about birds.
It's been left open. Looks like somebody was halfway through reading it.
Or it was left open for us to find.
故意给我们看的哦，有可能哦。
Ever so slightly unnerving.
哦，这只静默鸟很聪明哦。通常只吃美国围堵子箭图，那图是什么？好，我们问问他好了。
Curious. I would expect bacteria of that nature to thrive in these conditions.
还有是可爱妹妹
Taking
哦。
all the environmental factors into account, there must be something I'm still missing.
May I talk to you, Miss?
She knows we're here. She just doesn't care.
I am a detective, and I need to talk.
Correction. You do not need to talk to me.
Oh no? How come?
Because I am not a suspect. I am completely innocent of any and all crimes.
Thanks for letting me know.
Speaking of which, you have now been at Tangle Tower for over 23 minutes.
不过他的长相很怪怪的
Surely you have already reached the sturdy
很像马，你
hypothesis.
知道吗？他眼睛在旁边。
Hypothesis. About the murder?
Yeah, come on, Grimoire, hurry up.
My apologies. Unfortunately, protocol dictates I must at least meet all the suspects. And that includes you. So, could you tell me your name?
Fifi Fellow, microbiologist,
Fifi.
inventor, innovator.
好，你自己。
You will need to be more specific. Oneself cannot be summarized in a single response without doing one a great disservice.
So true.
Well,
原来是个理工仔
oh,
仔。
you're a fellow. So does that make you the daughter of...
Correct. My father and mother are named Flora
哦，
and
她是
Felix,
Flora
but
跟
you need not question either of
Felix 的
them.
女儿
It，will only waste valuable time.
就是她了。
Neither of them are capable of murder.
Thanks for the tip.
Fifi, you said you were a micro something or other?
Microbiologist, but it is an insignificant label. My studies cannot be categorized in any one recognized field.
What made you want to become a scientist in the first place?
I harbor an intrinsic fascination with the microscopic. I constructed my first one at age 10.
Constructed a microscope?
Correct.
And what's that thing on your head? Did you make that too?
My eyesight began to deteriorate when I turned 12. Not satisfied with the eyeglasses prescribed to me, I designed this custom lens instead. It automatically adjusts based on the surrounding light conditions.
好猛哦，这眼镜。
When you get angry?
No, but that would be most amusing.
好，那昨天讲一下昨天。
What can you tell me about the murder?
What can you tell me about... Wait, that's what I'm supposed to ask you.
Yes, however, you were too slow.
You fancy yourself a detective too, Fifi?
I just need to know what happened.
Me too. So talk.
Fine. I knew ahead of time that Freya was going to be busy with her painting all day, so I had planned to spend the afternoon with Poppy.
哦，他跟
I
Poppy
was
在
in
一
the
起。
library all morning preparing the equipment for an experiment, only to find out that Poppy had made other plans and she was in fact planning to ignore me completely.
Oh.
So what did you do instead?
I locked myself in my room and cried.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Why?
I don't know, it just sounds kind of sad.
It is not unusual.
Oh. Good.
OK， 所以正常来讲，他应该要跟 Poppy 一起待的，结果 Poppy 有别的事情，他就跑了，他就自己一个人在待在图书馆。
I was in my room. The lights were off and the door was locked. Someone began banging on the door. I ignored it until the someone began shouting at me. I opened the door. Poppy came into my room. Her makeup was leaking. She told me Freya was dead. I did not believe it. I thought she was playing a trick on me, so I punched her in the face. She insisted that we go up to Flora's tower. We left the room, and Poppy's father was waiting outside.
哦，这是
He followed
Poppy 的
us
爸爸。
upstairs. When I saw Freya lying on the floor,
哦，还有这个
I
人。
was completely and utterly devastated. Then, I took a sample of the red paint on the unfinished painting. Poppy and I took the sample back downstairs to the library. We performed a test and found out that it was, in fact, blood.
You performed that scientific test immediately, even though you were feeling so upset?
Of course. Why would one affect the other?
哦，这个人蛮厉害的哦。给他看一下 Freya 的画。
There is a drawing of me, a drawing of
找有他。
Detective Hawkshaw, and a drawing of Poppy and Fix. I believe Freya was attempting to communicate something through this painting.
Any idea what it was?
I am not the person to ask. All I see is a blood-red mountain with
哦，
angry
他每
storm
一个
clouds
物
floating
件
above
都
it.
可以有
As such,
互
I
动。
cannot ascertain any meaning from it whatsoever.
很好，那就是慢慢问，每个东西就慢慢问。给他看鸟类的
Do
书
you。know who was reading this book?
It belongs to my mother.
And she left it in the library?
No, my mother has not been in the library for some time. This photograph is my favorite photograph.
So, why'd you rip it in half?
That was not me. Besides, it was not a half that was ripped off. It was only a third.
OK，
It is a model of Freya, made by my father.
A model of Flora, you mean?
And a man with a beard. And a little red and white creature.
Why would my father make a model of Freya? The statue itself does not interest me, but I do wish to know about those symbols on the harp.
哎呦
Have，you deciphered their meaning yet?
We're working on it.
We are.
哦，我还以为他会直接跟我们讲答案。
Curious.
好，
Fifi's bedroom should be unlocked now.
Can't wait.
好，Go。去到房间看 Fifi 的房间。
There's something about the image of Flora in the painting. Something suspicious.
Let's ask her about it.
我先稍微看一下这个。
Fifi's got something pinned up here.
What is all this?
哦，还要画人物关系图。
Is that supposed to be me? Why do I look so angry?
不能哇，
That's just the face you make when you're thinking.
什么时候画的？
Does make you wonder, though. When did Fifi draw all this?
没有，他其实他翻译的有点怪怪的，他应该是说这是什么时候画的
And that's you, Sally.
？Sally，
What? I do not look like that.
好可爱哦。嘿嘿。然后是 Flora，
That's gotta be Flora.
他要画配对啦。
I think that's supposed to be Felix.
所以这是
Who is that?
No idea.
Who is that?
No idea. Who's that?
Not sure. Who is that?
No idea.
哦，所以他还跟他有一腿哦，他跟他们一起的，他跟他还有不知道什么关系，他们有什么？他们还有一个关系。好，
Did you notice who isn't on here?
Freya?
Mm-hmm. A new suspect. Don't think you can get out being questioned just because you're a bear.
别以为你是只熊，还可以逃脱审讯。
I'm innocent, I promise.
我是无辜的，我保证。
Save it for the judge.
留在法官面前来说吧。他们也是蛮有情绪的。
Boxes of stuff. I don't know what that drink is, but I bet it's 99% sugar.
99%的糖，
I
是
read
哦。
you the ingredients, but there's nothing written on the can.
That's even worse.
哎呦，
A pretty ornate window with a great view of the lake.
We're supposed to be looking for clues, not assessing the real estate value.
And over here, you'll see the owners use sheets of paper to block out all that unnecessary natural light. A simple trick, but it really transforms the space.
这是什么？
It looks like a microscope.
哦，这是他10岁做的那个。
Can I touch it?
好，看一下。
I'm not.
不一定是显微镜。应该是放大之后让它们连在一起吧。哦，要让它变成。这个大小应该才对，屌吧？这样，然后是让它变成像直线这样子，太大了，应该缩小。太大了吧？这样，这有点难呢。哦，它有写啦，加放大1、放大2、放大3跟缩小1。那我们如果这个是等于的话，那我们就缩小。缩小应该是放这里，最右边这里，然后这是最小，所以放大3给它，这样，然后这个应该放大1吧，放大1，哦有没有？天才，然后放大2，有没有办法直接连过去啊？好大！ 这直线怎么办啊？是我。这好难哦、很屌看一下，感觉就是这样啊，这个蛮合理的吧？我先试试看最右边这里，我这边缩小之后，还是说他们要
I guess that's
The
wrong.
four lenses, so they must each have a specific position.
OK 好。这缩小1是这样，那放大2给他。这样。哦。这样是不是？还是他要再缩小一点点？这样，这样，然后这样。哦，成功了，要成功了！怎么不见了？超载，这样，这样。就这样。
No, that was it.
哦，太神了我！
Nice work.
钥匙。
Sounds like it unlocked.
Yeah, it's built on top of a little metal box. There's a book in here.
有一本书哦，看起来像日记哦。好，那我们再去找他，给他看日记。
A book. My book.
And what's in it?
Pages.
哎呦，看来是要我们自己想办法把它打开喽。好，去找他吧。他说他看起来有点古怪。听说，他说这个画上
There
面
it is. The unfinished
So
looks that way.
然后这个画有点古怪。好，我们来问他吧。嫌疑。好，我们先问他，给
Have
他
you
看鸟
seen
了，
this book before?
给他看这
Do
个
you。know who it belongs to?
我都不理啊。
I really thought she was gonna say something there.
都在想说有鸟他居然，你女儿啦，你女
This
儿
is a photo of Fifi, isn't it? Your daughter?
你女儿，他不理好吧，他看起来都不会理，我们就来讲他的嫌疑怎么样？
So, this painting, specifically that knife in Flora's hand.
Yeah, it's creepy. But we didn't find a knife anywhere in the room. So what's going on?
还在他身上，或者是他不是一把刀？
It's not a knife. We need a clue to compare with the painting. Something to explain what that knife shape actually is.
应该是羽毛，鸟的羽毛。这个，就这个，鸟的羽毛。
Let's take a closer look at this. 这是羽毛，其实只是羽毛，来自一只静默鸟。这个 The painted knife is actually
太
just
神了吧
a feather from an ink-dip bird.
因为他很喜欢那个鸟嘛，他很喜欢静
It's
默鸟。
definitely the right shape, but the book's not in color. The thing Flora's holding in the painting is red and white, specifically. Is there anything to suggest that the ink-dip bird is red and white too?
就是那个木雕嘛，这个嘛，这个。
This little thing? I don't understand why Felix would make a model of this bird as
因
part
为
of
他
a
很
gift
喜
for
欢静默
Flora.
鸟嘛。
And come to think of it, why would Flora be holding a feather in the painting anyway?
来，静默鸟曾经是应该是 Florida 的宠物，下了蛋。诶，以后后面都这样子吧。
The ink dip bird was Flora's pet, so she kept Flora's egg to remember it by. Almost. Maybe just change one
应该不是这个，应该是这个吧？这样啦。
The ink dip bird was
我干嘛要
Flora's
选那个
pet,
蛋？
so she kept a single feather to remember it by.
She kept the bird as a pet. And it died?
Maybe. Maybe it flew away.
Flora spends all her time staring out the window.
Either way, she kept the feather. I think it was pretty
可能
important.
希望它可以回来吧之类的。
Alright. So, she was holding the feather while Freya was painting her. But where is it now? You'd think she'd keep it somewhere close by.
Yeah, I think she does. Normally. This is where Flora usually keeps her feather.
应该是这个蛋吧，平常会放在蛋里。
That we opened it. It's empty.
Mm-hmm. Completely empty.
就是我们去检查，原本应该里面会有羽毛的，结果里面没有东西了。
Flora?
他讲话了吧？
She's pointing at something in the corner of the room.
It's just a pile of books. They're not... Wait. There's something tucked inside this one.
画，这是给你的，爱你的 Freya， 所以是 Freya 送他的这只鸟。
I like these drawings, Flora.
Is there a reason why you want
Flora
us
的
to see
画
them?，
他画的，所以
I like these drawings, Flora.
Is there a reason why you...
我们来看一下，他说这些是给你的，爱你的 Freya。 反正就有一只这个嘛，然后他很喜欢嘛，然后，所以他一直带着他。去找他。给他看这个。
Freya drew these,
Yeah, I think so. There's a note on the back.
but she never showed them to me.
Well, I think it was a gift for your mother. Like a private thing between Freya and Flora.
哎呦，好，我们再去找，我们找他好了，问问看他说这个是什么时候的事情。
These drawings are quite precious. I'm surprised Flora let you see them.
What happened to the bird? Did it die?
I don't know.
对，他也不
Seems
知道，
likely though, doesn't it?
很像死了。那我们给他看
Where
这
did
里。
you find that?
It was in the library.
Really? How odd.
哎呦，How odd！ 他说很奇怪。
Freya was quite the talent. She had a way of capturing the spirits of her subjects. Not in an evil way, in a good way. It would have been a beautiful painting. It's rather a shame Freya was unable to finish it.
Nothing about it seems strange to you.
Well, all these modern paintings are slightly strange, aren't they? The emotion of the piece taking over from, say, Anatomical accuracy.
What about the knife in Flora's hand?
A knife? That's what you see?
You don't?
Well, as I was saying, Freya's artistic approach distorts certain shapes. Hard to say exactly what we're looking at.
哦，这是一开始的时候应该要这样问啊，好吧？那我们去，
Locked.
好，我们去门口这里。其实这游戏的玩法有点像逆转裁判，我还蛮喜欢哦。有一个不知道是谁，你好啊。哦，帅，
Whoa. Nice cape.
好
You're
帅
not。fellows or pointers. I'm sure I shall immediately regret asking. But who are you, and what is your business
凶哦。
here?
I'm Sally, and this is my sidekick Grimoire.
A private detective, Grimoire.
Really? You're a detective. If this is a joke, it's not a good one.
Who are you, anyway?
Private Detective Hawkshaw.
哦，你也是私家侦探
Nice. Hawkshaw's a cooler name than Grimoire. Maybe I'll become her sidekick.
You're not on the Freya fellow case, too, are you?
That is classified information between myself and my client. Clearly, this is something which eludes you. But a real detective refrains from handing out informations to persons unknown.
Oh, right.
Now, if you would, I have work to do.
笑死，直接被嘴。好，你是谁？
It's not in my interest to discuss personal details.
Even if you're one of the suspects in a murder?
Very well. Let us make a small exception.
他感觉像大姐大的感觉。
Oh, what are you doing here?
I'm on a case at the behest of my client.
How long have you been at Tangle Tower?
133 hours. 5.5 days.
Who are you working for?
I am not at liberty to answer that. Now, I shall permit you one more question.
What crime are you...
How'd you get that scar? It's cool.
问这个问题。
You really think so? As it happens, I completed an examination of Flora's room on the morning before the murder. I've been investigating every single room at Tangle Tower. Hers was one of the last on my list.
Did you find anything unusual?
Nothing but a thin layer of dust and an atmosphere of somber melancholy.
Was Flora in there at the time?
She spent the duration of my search staring up at the sky, out the open window. Didn't say a word, although I'm told this is the expected behavior.
What did you do after that?
I spent the early evening searching the library. It took longer than it should have. Fiona leaves that room in a permanent state of disarray.
Fiona was in the library too?
I expected her to make an appearance, but she did not.
And you stayed in the library the rest of the day?
Not quite.
哎呦，
Towards the early evening, my examination of the library was unexpectedly disrupted. Sounds of running, wailing, shouting from several floors above. I vacated the library, but before I could begin my ascent, Professor Pointer appeared.
Pointer
He
出现
emerged from the Pointer
，Pointer 是
staircase,
右半。
crossed the hall, and begun up the fellow staircase. Our eyes met. He was breathless. Something had caused him great alarm. He told me to stay out of the way. I consented. I decided to return to my office in the stone square. As I was passing through the front door, Penelope called out from behind me.
Penelope，
She was clutching the banister of the Pointer staircase with an apprehensive manner. She wished to know where Professor Pointer had gone. I told her what had transpired. Then, she too crossed the hall and disappeared up the fellow staircase. More so than at any moment prior, I felt like quite
Oh,
an
他也是
intruder
外
in
人。
the house. I took my leave, out towards the stone square. The grounds were silent. There were no signs of human life. Even the greenhouse was without its typical
温
inhabitant.
室里的常
I
客。
noted that he, too, must be entangled in whatever was transpiring in Fellow Tower. An unremarkable hour passed before the gardener finally made his
哦，这个
appearance.
是园丁啊。
He spoke to me of what had occurred. His report was as clumsy and cumbersome as the man giving it.
Did he seem upset?
He was rattled. That much was clear, but sorrowful, mournful, I cannot say.
OK， 那我给你看一下，有一张图片有出现你哦。这个
When did Freya draw the picture of you, Hawkshaw?
I didn't model for her, if that's what you're asking. She must have done it without my permission.
Could just be from memory. It's not quite as detailed as the others anyway.
然后给你看。
Where'd you dig that up?
It wasn't buried. It was underwater.
Someone trying to conceal evidence, perhaps?
对啊。
Conveniently left anonymous. It's useless until you can prove to whom it concerns. Can you do that?
No.
No.
然后看看。
These figurines remind me of a case I once solved involving a possessed doll. Turned out to be a bit of a smokescreen, as these things often do.
Your life sounds fun. Grimoire, why don't we ever have fun adventures like that?
Are we not having a fun adventure right at this very moment?
给他看鸟类的
A
书。
book from the library. One of hundreds, no doubt. What makes this one special?
It's about birds.
Yes, I see that. Does Flora still own that bird? Do you know?
Don't think so. The drawings are from a few years ago.
I see.
It's Tangle Tower, or at least it's the mansion at the base of Tangle Tower.
看这边有没有什么东西可以看？看一下这个。
Is that a clock?
If it is, it's a clock with 4
四面的
faces.
钟表，仔细看一下。哦
I'm guessing it doesn't tell the time.
Tell the time。
So what does it do?
哦，拜托，这是2。诶？这是多少？5是不是？还是6？ 它只能上下左右哦。好，这看起来像3呢、3呢、那这个很像2。这是什么？6啊，这是6。
No.
So moving any of the hands is like cogs on a machine.
哦。都在正确的位置上。哦，我看到了，就是我要照着它这样，像这样，这样是12啊，然后这样是9，所以它这个是9。 这是3，所以它已经是这样了。3，这是6。好，我看一下哦。应该是这样啦，然后这样。哦，我这样全部人都会往左移一格，所以我要这个要这样。 我想一下哦，这样有点尴尬哎，所以他要在右边，他要在左边，他要在上面，他要在下面，所以我先定好，假设这个在这里，哦，他对了，哦，差1，看 看一下。对，这个先对照，然后它拉回来，它再拉回来。
That's the one.
Hey, not bad.
拜托。
What's in the box?
A little tool thing?
望远镜。
Looks like a tool. I'm not actually sure what it is.
小黄铜有底下有个螺丝，底下有个螺丝。我给你看，望远镜。
This belongs to you, Hawkshaw?
Correct.
And, what is it?
It's my handheld microscope. For
手
up
持
close
显微镜。
investigation work.
What do you magnify with it?
Trace particles, dust, oils, clothing fibers.
Have you used it here at Tangle Tower?
I have. I used it to examine the greenhouse only 2
2
days
天
ago.
前检查
What
过
were you
温室
looking for?，
你在找什么
That is between myself and my client.
？OK 哦，好哦，都不讲，好。
Hi.
那就是要去温室了。温室，
That's a handsome beetle.
甲壳虫，
Looks like he might have magic powers.
叫魔力哦。哦，好可怕哦！
This one's in a little pot.
Okay, that is definitely not edible.
不能吃哦。
It looks like a gemstone, don't you think?
哦，硬哦。
Tools used by a gardener for gardening.
哦，好，先问你啦。
Sally, don't move. We're being watched.
Yeah, I see him.
我看到他了啦。
He's a little too big to hide in the bushes.
怎样？
Is anyone going to say anything?
有人
Or
在讲话
shall we
吗？
just stand around staring at each
还
other?
是我们这样大眼
Right,
瞪小眼
sorry.？
啊，抱歉。
Sorry.
That's better. I'm Sally. And the guy hiding behind me is Detective Grimoire. Who are you?
你是谁
Fellow.
？Fitzfellow Garden。
Mm-hmm. And why are you so tall?
为什么你这么高？
I don't know.
因为他是他生的私生子，私生子，这个矮的生矮的嘛，高的生高的。哎呦，
Fitz's room is unlocked. It's
This
up.
could be interesting.
我们先访问他吧。
You work here
园丁
as
哦
the，gardener.
I don't get paid to do it. It's just my area of interest.
What's the deal with the plants? They're all kind of weird.
Right.
Right.
Did you see the lake?
That giant green and purple lake surrounding the entire house? Yeah, I clocked it.
The color is just a byproduct.
Of what?
附带的。
Poison?
It's not poisonous. Not to you.
What's this got to do with the plants?
The water controls all life, just like anywhere else on the planet. Clouds form, rain falls. The water grows the plants, animals eat the plants. Anything you've perceived as an irregularity is simply a result of this hydrological cycle.
Could you say that again, but like condense it as if you were talking to a slightly stupid person?
Our lake water causes the unpredictable alteration of DNA. Sometimes.
哦，
Alteration? Like mutation?
That'd be the official term. For us, it's normal. Just nature.
所以他们会有基因
And
突
you're
变
the
哦。
local expert on all this stuff?
No,
No，
I'm just the gardener.
哎呦，那昨天你讲一下。
I was in my greenhouse, watering and weeding.
Sounds exciting.
Was anyone else around?
Not at first. Penelope came in a little later. She likes looking at the flowers, I think.
Did you speak to each other?
A little, not too much. We both left the greenhouse in the early afternoon. I went up to my room. Then I came back outside to weed the main gardens. Didn't see anyone else. After that, I went up to the garden outside my room.
And?
Let me guess. Watering and weeding.
Right.
Did anything happen to you yesterday, Fitz?
哎呦，不讲话哦，先让你陈述一下。
I was up in the rooftop garden. It was quiet. And then, it wasn't. I can't describe it. Could have been a scream, but it didn't sound human.
Huh?
We thought it was coming from Flora's tower, so we went up there.
We?
Poppy was with me. Did I not mention that?
哦，他跟 Poppy
Flora's room
关
was
系很好
locked.
了。
That's normal.
有爱
She
心的。
usually locks it from the inside. I knocked on the door and shouted. Nobody responded. We became concerned.
You kicked the door down?
I did. Poppy and I went in. Freya was right there, laying on her back. Flora was there too, but I barely noticed her at first. Poppy left the room for a while. When she came back, she had her father with her, and Fifi too. Penelope arrived shortly after that, with Felix in tow. I thought that was odd. You don't normally see the two of them together. Felix took charge. There was nothing else I could do to help. I wanted to go back to my room, but I realized nobody had told Detective Hawkshaw anything. I found her pacing back and forth around the stone square. When I approached her, she snapped at me.
Huh?
I think she was annoyed about being made to wait outside so long. But when I told her about Freya, she fell silent.
哇，他讲很多哎。来，我们来看一下，园丁的话哦，看一下这个鸟类。
Penelope knows about birds.
Oh.
You should ask her instead.
Actually, I wanted to ask you about something. There's a plant mentioned on this page, see? Do you have any? In the greenhouse?
No, I don't grow that anymore. I've tried, in the past. It's incredibly difficult, even for me. I could never get it to live more than a couple of weeks.
所以他有试着种过，该不是这个吧？
This is a good example of how things work. I mix that soil here in the greenhouse. It's made with water from the lake.
And it makes the fruit grow all shiny and gemstony.
Sometimes. You never really know what's going to happen.
And what do you do with this shiny, inedible fruit?
You look at it.
好，给你看一下这个画。
Fitz, one of these drawings is of you in the rooftop garden, I think, with Poppy.
Mm-hmm. Are we done?
不想讲是不是？
That's quite sweet, really.
哦，所以这个不是园丁诶，这个不是园丁，还有另外一个人。好像没他的事。
You ever seen this before, Fitz?
No, but I don't normally go into Fifi's room.
That's not where we found it.
Oh, I just thought it looks like it belongs to her.
哎呦，好吧。哇，等，这个是什么？
A little chart of, actually, I have no idea what it's about.
这要干嘛？
Kinda reminds me of a periodic
拍
table.，
一是拍，二是转。哎，这个是什么？这是西格玛吧？这是西塔，这伽马，这是 delta 吧？完了，我不知道可以干嘛。
Kinda reminds me of a periodic table. Kinda reminds me of a periodic table.
What do you make of it?
Not a whole lot.
好吧，那就再
All the flowers here
Can
look
flowers be
anything can be poison.
Good to know.
对不对？
It's bigger in here than I thought it would be.
好像没什么别的东西。好，走。他说他的房间诡异，是不是？好。这是 garden。哦，这么干净哦。
An empty glass and an empty plate.
Looking at it is making me want to cry.
哦，他这个房间好惨。
Why?
I don't know.
有爱情。
It's a little handmade card. Someone's drawn a heart on the front. Inside it says, "To Fitz, from PP."
That poor plant.
Looks pretty healthy to me.
Healthy, but sad. I think it would rather be outside.
It's locked, but it leads outside.
I thought we were halfway up a tower.
We are.
What's that thing by the handle?
好，我们看一下。划开。是怎样？哦，是这样。
Nothing.
The
Still,
tiles.
those moon symbols in the
Maybe
slope.
they're connected. But
Nope.
maybe the
So where is
entrance
it?
somewhere else.
别的地方是不是？好，
Let's come back once we know what to do.
哦，下面还是
Hello.
Not hidden very well, is it?
Doesn't need to be. It's locked.
好，
It's a combination lock.
密码锁。
Sort of.
第一个，这样，然后换个角度 P， 这样，水滴，再来是它在左下。 最后是，哎，只有3个哎。这样应该只有3个才对，就一是这样嘛，它在左上，这样1，然后2是它在右上，右上是这样。 上的话，它是应该是这样。OK， 就这样吧。就其他有4个，1、2、3，1、2、3、4。
I did it. What do I win?
Not bad. Anything in there?
Yeah, it's wrapped in a cloth. Hold on. Huh. That's kind of
有
ominous.
点不吉利，是什么东西？哦，铲子，PP 跟 FF， 好，好，那我们回去找他。
This is yours, Fitz?
Yeah,
Do you use it?
I keep all my tools in the greenhouse.
That wasn't what she asked.
代表这不是他的工具。
Is that fruit?
Too shiny to be fruit. I think it's glowing a little too.
Safe to eat, do you think?
I'm gonna say no.
好，那我们去 P 房喽。P 房的对面。哦，这个谁的爸爸？天文塔。
You know, I've always wanted one of those.
A mechanical solar system? What would you do with it?
I would look at it.
看它是怎样？
Wait a minute. Earth in the middle, sun on the outside. How old is this thing?
地缘说是不是？所以是我要这样。 看起来是这样哦。应该是这样吧。这样。有可能哦，这样，这样。所以是1、2，就是外边两边的有2个。哎呦，哎呦，
That's the one.
太神了吧！安，Hello。
Hey, not bad.
哦，太神了吧
Did you hear that? Something unlocked.
There's a little hatch underneath. What's in there?
A bunch of paper. Looks like somebody's research.
哎呦，金甲壳虫。哦，它外表90%是黄金哦。任何的厄运，所以他有听到说楼上有一个叫声，但是不像人类，搞不好是这个在叫，而且他写4。OK， 我们来问
Trinkets.
They're clearly gizmos. Pretty. Pretty. What is it?
Ah, it's clearly some kind of large device.
You're not wrong.
It's a chart of the solar system. Which planet are you from, Sally?
好嘴。
It's a chart of the solar system.
好，我们来问他。
Shh, listen. Do you hear them? The stars. They're whispering. So quiet, and yet so loud.
What are they whispering about? Are they spreading rumors about us?
I shouldn't think they concern themselves with such insignificance. We are but specks of dust, you and I.
Mm-hmm. Could this speck of dust start by telling me his name?
You find yourself standing in the astronomy tower of one Professor Percival Pointer.
Percival Pointer.
Seems like this tower belongs to the Pointers, and the other one belongs to the Fellows.
Well observed, my dear. Tangle Tower is something of a duality, as it happens. Meaningless boundaries, really. They exist only in our minds.
Helpful.
好，你自己。
Me? Not much to say. Strictly speaking, I'm the current head of the Pointer family. And of course, father to my precious Poppy.
Poppy.
And a professional astronomer?
Oh no, that's just a little hobby. I mean, yes, I've studied the stars for over 35 years, published 17 books.
Just a little hobby.
Sounds like you're quite well known. You must bring in a good amount of money.
Oh dear me, no. My field of research has never yielded any kind of stable financial return, nor would I expect it to. I am nothing but a humble interpreter for the cosmos. working to translate its message so that I may share it with the world.
Cool. Tell the cosmos I say hi.
其实我觉得这种人蛮危险，就很像那种克苏鲁里面的那种信徒，你知道吗？这种人蛮恐
The
怖
day
的。
began as any other, with blissful, unremarkable routine. I took my usual morning walk around the gardens. Fresh air does wonders for the mind.
Did you see anyone else?
Penelope and Fitz were in the greenhouse together. I didn't bother them, of course. I sat for a while besides the pond in the garden. It's a favorite spot of mine. Eventually, I returned to my tower and buried myself in my studies for the afternoon.
Did you use your telescope yesterday?
Once the stars began to appear, naturally.
For how long?
I can't say. I've been known to lose hours at my telescope.
Did you see anything?
No actual discoveries, if that's what you mean.
So you were all alone up in the astronomy tower. Must have been a while before you found out what had happened to Freya.
Quite. Normally, I would be the last to find out about such a thing, but a curious tug of fate led me towards the fellow tower later that evening.
哎呦，你有看到是不是？来。
I was at my telescope for the majority of the evening, but at one point I returned to my desk to look something up in a reference book. I couldn't find the book I wanted, so I figured Fiona must have borrowed it. I left my tower and headed down towards the Grand Hall. I spotted Detective Hawkshaw coming out of the library. She looked impatient and slightly frustrated.
Same as ever then?
Quite. I passed her by and went upstairs to Fiona's room. The door was locked, but I could hear shouting coming from inside. I recognized Fiona's voice as well as the voice of my own daughter. I had no desire to invade their privacy by eavesdropping, so I waited for them to finish and come out into the hall. Before I could ask about the book, Poppy grabbed my hand and took me upstairs along with Fiona. It was apparent that both of them had already been crying about something. We went up to Flora's tower. Freya was laying on her back, right in the middle of the room. Flora and Fitz were already there. They both
我觉得他有看到，他只是不想讲。
Felix and Penny arrived shortly after we did, and then Fiona went downstairs with Poppy for some reason. I quickly decided that I should leave also. I took Penelope with me, and we both went back to our rooms in Pointer Tower.
Why did you leave so quickly? Wasn't there anything you could have done to help?
Don't take this the wrong way, but the whole ordeal is fellow family business. I'm quite sure they don't need me getting in the way at a time like that.
就是他不想插手了。我给你看这个。
What's this?
It looks like it might be a telescope. Thought you might know something about it.
Well, it certainly is a telescope. It has a part there to screw onto a tripod, you see?
三脚
It's
架。
rather small, though. I'm not sure you could see many stars with it.
No, probably not.
这个嘞。
So, we found some research. What's up with this golden beetle? Is this something you're studying?
I can't help you, I'm afraid. I think it must be something left behind by a
哎
previous
呦，
inhabitant
有
of
事
Tangle
情
Tower.
想藏哦。
I'm not the first scientist to ever walk these halls, you know.
Well, it wasn't in the halls. It was in your astronomy tower.
哎呦，不敢讲。
I find that painting to be in rather bad taste.
Oh, yeah?
The knife with real blood on it? The whole thing is rather vulgar.
我看看哦。鸟。
Hard to read, that one, but she seems to know what
因为
she's
他有遇
doing.
到那个人，我
He's
想
kind of
说
mean.
You know, I simply assumed all detectives were sharp, rigorous, and thorough. Then, of course, I met you.
呵。好，我觉得我会先试着问一些我觉得就是直白的一些问题，然后后面才慢慢把要补的东西补齐，就是如果卡关的话啦。来，哇，大姐鸟舍，哎呦，可爱哟。
They're bird cages, but the birds are coming and going freely.
Is that a metaphor?
Oh, it totally is. Check out that butterfly.
Looks evil.
Wow, judgmental.
Judgmental.
My little writing desk. It's kind of cute.
There's nothing written in the book, although someone's torn a page out of the middle. I don't like mirrors. They steal your soul.
How do you get your hair so symmetrical without using a mirror?
I do it by weight. I can feel if one side is heavier than the other.
可爱。
An especially fancy cage.
And it's home to 3 especially fancy birds.
哦，3只鲜艳的鸟。还有什么可以看？
I feel like I'm standing in a giant bird cage.
有没有掉什么东西？没有，那就去跟他讲话。
Oh, just beautiful. What is it?
Huh?
Sort of a delicate jade, but with a little seafoam green, is that right?
Sorry?
Your hair, dear! Which shade do you use? It's lovely! And that shape, you're really pushing the envelope.
Oh, thanks. I do what I can to offset Grimoire's beige on brown ensemble.
Detectives don't need to be brightly colored. We prefer to blend into the background.
Oh, you're the detective? Delightful.
Delightful.
What a pleasure.
Is
Penny.
that short for Penelope?
Officially, yes, but I never can be bothered with all 4 syllables of it. Penelope sounds a little ostentatious coming out of the mouth, don't
他觉得4个音节太
Sure.
太长了。主角好像叫 Grimoire。
We can get into Penny's room.
Now, like, right
我刚没
now.
问他啊。
20-something, Aquarius, love,
20来岁
and nearly all of my friends
哦，他才20来岁，
are birds.
他最喜欢鸟了。
Travel. Where to?
Anywhere at all, as long as it has species worth studying. Ornithology, they call it. I call it the only thing I've ever been good at.
鸟
And
类
have
学
you。studied the birds here at Tangle Tower?
But of course! Where else do you think I developed my love of the field? No matter where I go, I always find myself coming home to Tangle Tower.
Because of the birds.
Oh, no, because of him! Silly to admit, but I suppose I can't bear for us to be apart.
Who are you talking about?
Oh, don't you know? My fiancé, dear Fitz. He's not really the traveling
Fitz.
Fitz fellow.
The very one.
You're engaged to a member of the Fellow family? That's interesting.
I'm not especially interested in whatever tedious feuding goes on between our 2 families.
他喜欢那个园丁啊。
Fitz and I find it much easier to stay out of it altogether.
他喜欢园丁，但是园丁跟那个园丁喜欢 Puppy。昨天
I awoke early and headed down into the greenhouse to see Fitz. He's always there. Crack of dawn, every morning like clockwork.
How come?
It's where he's happiest. That and he has a great deal of work to do every day. Watering, pruning, mulching, whatever that is.
Do
Mulching。
you help him with the work in the greenhouse?
Oh, no. I wouldn't dream of it. I'd probably break something.
So, you stayed with Fitz the whole day?
No. In the early afternoon, he went back inside. Rather suddenly, as it happens.
Did he say why?
He didn't. Probably just a touch of heat stroke, the poor dear. He's more delicate than you'd think.
What did you do after that?
Let's see. I returned to the aviary to feed my birds.
And how many birds are you responsible for?
Officially 4, but in truth it's more like 400.
Can they not feed themselves?
Of course. And they often do. But I think they just like the company. As do I.
好，陈述一下。
Sometime in the evening, I left the aviary and headed back towards my room. But in the hall, I spotted Uncle Pointer heading down the stairs. He was muttering something. Seemed a bit upset, the poor dear. I followed him down, but the grand hall was empty by the time I got there. Empty aside from Detective Hawkshaw, who was loitering over by the library. I don't know what it was, but she looked a little lost. I inquired about the professor, and she told me he'd gone up the fellow tower.
这边的陈述都是一样的。
Catch up with him, but Felix appeared and blocked my path. For some reason, he was coming out of Fitz's bedroom. He looked rather lost, too. I told him I was looking for Uncle. He suggested we look up in Flora's tower room. We could see from the hallway. The door was off its hinges. I knew then something was terribly wrong. A moment later, we were gazing down on the body of poor Freya. Uncle Pointer was there. Fitz, too. Standing over in the corner with Fifi and Poppy.
What about Flora?
Of course, silent as ever. Uncle suggested we should leave. Give the others some space, you know. So he and I both returned to our rooms in Pointer Tower.
OK， 我给你看一些有个问题想问你啊，鸟类的书。
Somebody taken an interest in extinct animals.
哦，它是绝种的哦。
Oh, yes. The book is very old. Most of the birds in it are long gone.
Well, what about this bird, though? The ink dip.
This one? Well, it was thought to be extinct for a long time. Then one was found here at Tangle Tower.
So it's not extinct.
You misunderstand. It was the last one. The very last.
Oh.
最后一只。那给你看这个。
It's that bird. But these must have been drawn at least a year ago. Oh, how sad.
果树。
Ooh, delightful. More of a gemstone than a fruit, isn't it?
Inedible, too, I think.
Yes. At one point, I thought Fitz might be growing them to sell them. But honestly, I think he just likes the way they look.
金甲壳虫给你看。
Not a fan of insects myself. Whose research is this?
We were hoping you might know.
No, can't say I... Freya, perhaps. I know she was always very fond of grubby little things like this.
对了，他的确喜欢虫虫。好，再看这个，他会生气啊。
Very nice.
You've seen these before?
Yes.
All of them. Even this one of...
Yes.
他很没有耐心哦。
I don't know what that is.
好个笼子。
I must say the girls are awfully well behaved today. I think they know we're in the presence of company.
They belong to you? Why do you keep them in a cage?
They need a special diet, particular treatment. I let them out to fly occasionally, of course. But they're all one of a kind. I couldn't let anything happen to them.
Do they have names?
Of course. Let me introduce you to Tabitha, Tamara, and Tatiana.
I've already forgotten all three of them.
Which one is which?
Oh, that's simple. Tatiana is the oldest. Tabitha is the most
Tabitha.
patient, and
Tamara
has
最
the
好节奏
best
感。
sense of rhythm.
哎呦，
Glad we cleared that up.
What about the one on your head?
On my head? He's just my hat. He doesn't have a name. Who would name their hat?
这是帽子哦。看看哦。好，我们先弄完那全部再来细问。对面住谁？Penny 的房间。这个快没水了。
That's some flower.
There's something weird about it. It just feels out of place.
有人精心照料，土壤是蓝色的。
It's a birdhouse.
Are those real birds?
哦，这不是哎。
Nope. They're wooden.
They're using up all the perches. What if a real bird wanted to use it?
交换7只鸟的位置，我觉得应该是这样啊。
Nope.
There must be some logic, something to do with those white lines.
白线。 嘴，这个加这个吗？都有点点。想一下哦，这俩应该是族谱啦，所以，他跟这个剩下的这个，这样，他们两个剩下的这个，他跟这个剩下的这个，他跟，这样，这样。
I got it.
OK，
I'm impressed.
哇，我好厉害哦！
Did the door open? What's in there?
看一下。Now I will get her。哦，怕。
Ever get the feeling you're being watched?
The mannequins don't have eyes, though.
That's not a comforting sentence.
书
A little bedtime reading?
Let's see. Romance novels, detective novels, and
What?
this one appears to be both.
Nice.
Traveling cases.
Empty. All of them.
A little tea set. Looks recently used.
One of the cups has tea in it.
What's in the other one?
Birdseed.
Anything in there?
Bed sheets.
That's not even remotely suspicious. Looks like nature. Rude. Looks like nature and rude.
好，看起来我们有些事情要问他了。请问一下，这一盆花是怎
Yes,
样？
it's my, my flower.
You don't like it?
I'm no good at caring for plants. I forget to water them. Birds are much easier. They're a lot more vocal when they get thirsty.
Do you at least like the look of the flower?
The look?
The colors? The shape of it?
Between you and me, I think it's a little vulgar.
好，那这个是什么？请说。
That's rather strange now, isn't it?
We found it in your room.
Just lying around, was it?
Nope. You'd hidden it, but we found it.
We do that.
Who's the her in the message? And what's the deal with the petals?
It's really none of your business.
好，最后一个房间应该就是 Puppy 了吧？音乐室 ，OK，Puppy 是走音乐的，破掉的。
Oh, whatever it is, it's playing a little trumpet.
While it is the music room, he's gotta practice.
What's with all the broken glass?
奇怪的。哦，他是说这个啊。
Who plays the violin, I wonder?
It's pretty dusty, so I'm guessing nobody.
1 old wooden bookcase.
Yep.
25 dry old books.
Mm-hmm.
4 lit candles.
Yeah.
Am I the only one seeing the problem?
我有点看不懂，这是梗啊。
That's just daylight,
What
right?
else would it be?
Are they paper?
Whatever they are, it's like a little parade of floating spirits.
啊！哇，好可怕哦
Are you
Puppy.
a ghost?
Sally, that's rude.
你是鬼吗？
Unless she is a ghost.
It may come as a disappointment.
好，他好
but
丑
I am
哦。
alive.
Ah,
他小图感觉好像蛮可爱的，就太
I know.
太恶了吧
what's your name?
My name is Poppy. I'm a
Poppy.
pointer. And a pianist.
We'll need to ask you a few questions about Freya.
I know.
Hey, you're pretty good.
All in the wrist. And 13 years of dedicated practice.
好，请说一下你自己。
I'm just me. There's nothing to know.
How are you related to the other pointers?
My father is Percival Pointer. The professor spends most of his time hidden away in his tower. Barely speaks to anyone these days. Especially not the fellows.
Do you get on with the fellows?
2 of them. Fifi
来不
and
及，
Freya
他
are
太
my
快了。
closest friends. We all turned 19 last year.
19
People
了，
ever leave Tangle Tower? I don't mean to be rude. It's just, if you're 19...
You don't have to answer that, Poppy.
It's a fair question. I'd like to move away.
哦，他
Definitely.
他在嘴他
Fifi,
19岁
Freya
还
and I
住
would
在家
often
里
talk
这样。
about it, argue about it. Freya wanted to leave, but Fifi, things are more complicated for her.
What about now?
After what happened, I really don't want to stay here much longer.
好，昨天发生什么事？
3.5 hours of piano practice. Soon as I wake up. Same as always.
3.5. Does that not hurt your hands?
Sure.
And you do this in the music room?
No, I prefer to practice in my room. When I make mistakes, I like to make them in private.
What did you do after that?
可是在这
I
样，
was supposed to meet Fifi in the library.
应该要
but
去
I
他见
totally。forgot. When I finally got down there, she'd already gone. I checked her bedroom, but it was locked.
Was Fifi not in there?
No idea. She keeps her door locked either way. So I went back upstairs and out into the moonlight garden.
What?
The little garden on the roof outside my room.
Was it just you up there?
No. Fitz came outside after a while. His room's on the other side. He's been teaching me about flowers.
So, did you talk to him?
Not really.
You ignored each other.
I didn't say that.
陈述一下吧。
Fitz and I were up in the moonlight garden most of the afternoon. Then I heard this sound. Lasted about 3 seconds. I've been trying to decide how to describe it, but I'm struggling. It was like something drilling into a piece of metal, but different.
东
Worse.
西钻进金
I
属
was
里，
pretty sure it was coming from Flora's tower, so we went up there to check. Her door was locked. Nobody was answering. I knew Freya and Flora were both supposed to be in there, so I made Fitz kick down the door. I went inside. Freya was lying on the floor.
Flora was in the room too?
Yeah. I think she realized what had happened at the same moment I did. I didn't know what to do, so I ran downstairs to get Fifi. Her door was still locked, but I knocked and shouted at her. Eventually, she let me in. The lights were off, but I could see she'd already been crying. I told her what had happened. She didn't believe me. She got angry. First time I've ever seen her angry. I dragged her out into the hall. My father was there too, for some reason. The 3 of us went back up to Flora's tower. Then Felix arrived. He had Penny with him. Fifi had this idea. She wanted to do some kind of scientific test. She took me down to the library. We were in there about 15 minutes. After she was done, she went back upstairs and I went back to my room.
That's it?
That's it.
好，问一下这个。
Don't look at me. I didn't break it.
Does anybody else use the music room?
Yes. I don't know who, but I can tell when somebody else has touched the piano.
哦，所以有人会进来这里哦。
Is that a gardening trowel?
Yeah. I think it belongs to Fitz.
Really? Huh. Never seen him use it. Those pedals.
What about them?
It's nothing. They're just unusual. Never seen that one before.
我这个应该要给那个
No. We found it in Penny's room.
Right. You get some weird insects around here, but I've never seen one like that.
I'm not sure anyone has.
Freya might have. She used to keep beetles in a box in her room.
哎呦，所以要再去他的房间看一下。
For fun, obviously.
哦，这个磁带是有
Does
钢
this
琴。
belong to you, Poppy?
Now that's not really my style, is it?
But who else would own a tape like this?
Literally anybody? It was my mother's originally.
So, why is it up in Flora's room?
She just gets the most use out of it. Freya would borrow it too sometimes.
这个可能跟你有关
What do you make of this statue?
I know that's the only harp in the whole of Tangle Tower. I've never actually seen a real one.
Maybe it's from before your time.
Oh, definitely. You see how old this statue is?
What about the symbols?
钢琴
One of them looks like piano keys.
Yeah, weird.
All right. Poppy's bedroom is unlocked.
I wonder what's in there.
好，去看一下吧。Poppy 的房间。
That's all the statements.
Let's go over them all.
It's an octopus.
No, it's not. It has 6 legs, not 8. Don't say it.
Sextopus.
Sextopus.
Sheet music.
It's only a few notes. I'd barely even call that music.
Yeah, it's been framed though. Must be important for some reason.
哎呦，看起来要弹哦。这是哆嘛？哆瑞咪发嗦拉西哆瑞咪，哦，这是咪咪咪咪瑞。
Oh, thank goodness, there are 7 lit candles.
水啊，
Wouldn't want it to be dark in here.
高音
That
补剂。
is the bed of a
I
vampire.
thought vampires slept in coffins.
This is a vampire who needs firm support for their lower back. That is the bed.
thought
This is a vampire who needs firm
或者
support.
说吸血鬼的床。
Just a bunch of clothes and nothing weird about
To
that.
you.
Anything in the wardrobe?
Dresses mostly. I never realized there were so many shades of black. More handwritten sheet music.
哎，玫瑰。
A single red rose. How very traditional.
Yeah, weird.
好，钢琴。
There's a name for this kind of piano. You know, these ones that stand upright. A big glass door leads out into a garden. Somehow.
There's a little mechanism by the handle.
来看一下。哦，所以是要对面的哦，所以是要这，然后它是这样吧？
Something happened.
That must be it. And the door's still locked.
I still feel like we made some sort of progress.
到对面。
It's locked, but it leads outside.
I thought we were halfway up a tower.
We are.
What's that thing by the handle?
It made a noise.
I guess that was right. Finally.
哦，所
it's
以要
open.
两边都按。
Whatever's on the other side better be worth it.
好。屋顶花园。哦。这是什么？
Giant stone frog. Love it.
Ah, he's got his tongue out like he's catching snowflakes.
Except those aren't snowflakes. They're feathers.
哎呦，这4个羽毛应该是那个鸟的哦，鸟的那是。
There's something about those petals we found in Penny's room. Something suspicious.
Let's ask her about it.
A little pond.
It looks really, really deep for some reason. See those metal bars around the edges too?
Oh yeah. What are you supposed they're for?
Nothing anymore. Looks like somebody broke them and then never bothered to fix
弄
it.
坏。蜻蜓。
That's one big dragonfly.
Or one very small dragon. It's a rose bush, growing on a little
哎
patch
呦
of，bluish
也是长在
soil.
蓝色土上
Apart。from a couple of loose petals on one side, the whole thing looks very well cared for.
The roses are bright red too.
Now, aren't roses normally that color?
Exactly. More egg statues.
I don't get it. Why eggs?
Well, either they have some special significance, or the sculptor was just really lazy.